Hello, welcome to the Shopify app building crash course for non-developers. This is a course to help you build your Shopify app if you're not a developer and not a technical person. This course is a crash course. It is meant to give you some of the systems and steps that you need to take to actually build your Shopify app, but it is not a full comprehensive guide. We are considering creating a full course where we actually build a Shopify app with you and you can each take it in your own pace. If you're interested, there is a link down below for the pre-sign up of the course. If we have enough signups, we will create this course for you guys. We've created this course because we really wanted to share from our knowledge out of building 5 different Shopify apps, and we want to help other people wanting to start their own micro SaaS on Shopify if they don't have any development experience. While the content that we will talk about is for non-developers, it is also very important information for people who are developers because we focus on the business side of developing an app. So this information is relevant whatever you're building the app yourself or you're using freelancers because you're not a developer yourself.
One of the first questions that might come to mind is why specifically Shopify? There are plenty of platforms you can build apps for, but we focused on Shopify because Shopify have over 1 million stores. We don't know exactly how many, but at the moment there are only about 6,000 apps on the App Store. Now, Shopify released back in 2018 in Shopify Unite the information about how many apps are installed on a given store. And on average, there are 6 apps installed on a given store and 14 apps installed on a Shopify Plus store, which is the enterprise plan for Shopify. Now, let's ignore Shopify Plus. If we'll take 1 million stores and multiply it by 6 installs per store, there are 6 million apps installed on Shopify stores divided by only 6,000 apps. And many of them are not even that good. So if you build a good product, the market is huge, and this is why we believe in Shopify.
So before we dive into the actual content, who are we and why should you listen to us when it comes to developing your Shopify app? We are Ruth and Eric. We are brothers, and we have developed 5 different Shopify apps up until now, and it's 5 and counting because we love this ecosystem and we keep developing apps for it. Out of the 5 apps we developed, the most notable one is Reconvert, which is the #1 upsell app on the App Store. You can go ahead and look for upsell on the Shopify App Store and you will find Reconvert at the top. We have over 30,000 stores using this app currently, and as I said, it keeps growing monthly.
It's also important to mention that both of us have plenty of e-commerce and business experience. We both had our own Shopify stores running, so we understand the way merchants think, and we sold millions of dollars of revenue using Shopify. That being said, we both have slim to none experience when it comes to actual development, code, or any other technical things.
So what are we going to talk about in this crash course? The crash course will be built out of 6 lessons. The first lesson would be all about finding and validating your idea. Whatever you are, a merchant or not, this lesson will be helpful for you to actually figure out the different ideas that you have and understand if these ideas have the potential to become highly profitable apps or not. The second lesson will be all around writing a specification document. And this is your way to start taking your idea, building a structure around it, and building something that you can give to your developers later to actually implement and create a product out of your abstract idea. The third lesson will be about finding developers. And if you are a developer yourself, this might not be relevant for you. But if you are not, we will give you the tips to finding good developers in a price that you can actually afford if you don't have a lot of money to start development. Lesson 4 is all about the development process. And people think this is the easy part, but it's really not. Development takes a lot of attention from you as the product manager and as the product owner, and it is important that you know what is required of you during this process. Lesson 5 is all about launching your app This is the exciting moment of actually launching your app on the Shopify App Store. And even here we have some tips and tricks for you to ensure that your app ranks high on the Shopify App Store. Lastly, lesson 6 is all about growth. Once you've launched your app and actually started getting some installs and some customers, how do you take it to the next level? And how do you move on and build a big product with a lot of customers and a lot of revenue?
Now, it's important to mention that all of these processes were built over the years and we really optimized it over time. Also, we are a completely bootstrap company. We never raised any money or got any external funding except for what we've had in our own personal bank accounts. And we really hope that sharing this information with you will make your journey much, much easier.
So this sums up the intro to this crash course. We are going to be releasing the lessons weekly, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notifications on our channel so you don't miss the next lesson, and we will see you next week.